Artists, storytellers, beatmakers, these are the latest news, deals, and free plugins from the music production world. I have a limited time freebie for you this week, so don't miss it. We waited patiently for this day to come, and it's finally here. Alicia Keys has released another virtual keyboard with native instruments. It's called Alicia's Electric Keys, and it's not what I expected. It's not a Rhodes, it's not a Wurlitzer, it's a Yamaha CP-70, and it's recorded directly from Alicia Keys' own electric grand piano. So how does it compare to similar pianos from Arturia, XLN Audio, and Keyscape? Let's see. If you didn't already know, the original Yamaha CP-70 is an electric grand piano introduced in the 1970s. It kind of has the touch of an acoustic grand piano with the portability of an electric instrument. Unlike other electric keyboards, the CP-70 features rail, strings, and hammers, which are electronically amplified. This gave it a unique sound that became popular among artists like Elton John, Genesis, and more recently, Keane. The sound of the native instruments version, Alicia's Electric Keys, was used on Alicia's songs, including Girl on Fire. The interface they've used looks just like the Play series, which Native Instruments has been using a lot lately. I do like it, and you get more under the hood, including effects chains that Alicia created herself, and you can even transform the piano to sound like a guitar or a pad. And when I compared it to other CP-70 virtual instruments, I kind of like this one more. Arturia's CP-70 is a bit bright for my taste. I like the mellowness of Alicia's. Now, the mellow sound comes through on XLN Audio's version, and that's the cheapest of the ones I tested. Keyscape sounds awesome as well, but that's a different product. You get a lot more pianos, and the price is a lot higher too. If you're looking for a more mellow CP-70 sound with a really nice natural touch, I think Alicia's Electric Keys is excellent. The only thing, it doesn't look like they're offering it at an intro sale price or anything like that. It's $149. I guess Alicia needs to get paid too. Links are below. Question of the week. What kind of piano sound do you use most often in your music? Acoustic grand, Rhodes, maybe even a CP-70 sound? Comment below. Karanyi Sounds has released a new instrument called Polyscape Analogue. It's a multi-layer synth plugin with 4 sound modules and a sub-synth layer as well. You get basses, keys, pads, lots of stuff, and it's $39. That's the intro price, so pretty reasonable. Polyscape Analogue gets some inspiration from vintage synths from Roland and Oberheim and gives you sound design capabilities as well. They've also included a randomizer feature that lets you generate new sounds quickly. It includes 3 onboard effects, dimension for some chorus and spatial effects, a vintage phaser, and saturation, and a separate module for echoes. Nice sounds in this plugin. I'll link it below. And hey, if you're looking for another great deal from Karanyi Sounds, their Vapor Keys plugin is $29 right now with the code SanjayC. Special code they gave me for you all. And they're giving away a free plugin as well, a limited time freebie for the next 8 days, their Vapor Dimension Effects plugin, totally free with the code SanjayFree. Vapor Dimension is a modulation effects plugin that gives you wide stereo effects, phasers, choruses, and more. It sounds awesome and it's easy to use. Use the links below and the codes to get these deals. Hey, if this video is interesting or useful, can you help me out by hitting the subscribe button? It's totally free and it would help me reach my 1 million subscriber goal. We're at 479,000 right now, and as the audience grows, it helps me convince companies like Karanyi Sounds to give you more exclusive deals and freebies. There's a major update for Akai on the way, and it's got some really cool features, including a new arrangement style view, just like we're used to seeing on DAWs. The response to this upcoming free update is overwhelmingly positive, with people calling it a game changer for MPC. We've seen the arrangement view on the Akai Force, but now it's coming to MPCs. You can record and edit in a linear way for the first time on MPC. They've updated a lot more. The main screen has improved access to tracks, updating samples, and there's an updated track and pad mixer and automation. Some features like reordering plugins have been long awaited, as well as a new XY pad with custom macros and a random sample chopping feature called Slice Motion. This update will be free, and there's an open beta as well, so you can get in on the action early. Korg has updated their collection of plugin synths and keys to version 5. The collection now includes the ARP 2600, the EP1, and the Vox Super Continental. If you're unfamiliar, Korg has been slowly and steadily building this collection, converting all of their vintage and even 90s keyboards and synths to plugin form. We've seen everything from the MS-20 to the Poly 6 to the Triton added to this collection over the years. The collection is now at 17 plugins total. The latest 3 to be added actually includes some Rhodes and that Vox organ, which is unique. So not just historic Korg stuff in this collection. The ARP 2600, though, has become a Korg thing since the company took over the Revival in 2015, releasing the Hardware 2600. So I have the Korg Collection 3, and these 3 new instruments are not making me jump to upgrade just yet, but I do want the Micro Korg, which they added in the last version upgrade. Anyway, they are offering a discount for new buyers and an upgrade price as well if you already own a previous collection. Links are below. All right, let's take a quick break from all the keyboard stuff to explore 2 new effects plugins released this week. First up is Ripple Phaser from Minimal Audio. I'm a fan of minimal audio stuff, and I think they always take simple effects to new levels, kind of like Sound Toys does. Everything gets a bit more sauce and movement, which I really love. So Ripple Phaser is a phaser plugin, and you get up to 24 notches, which really increases what type of phasing you can do. You get stereo control, an onboard LFO, and randomization features. I think the LFO feature gives you a nice way to experiment with movement in new ways. Again, this is far from the typical phaser effect. I also suggest you start with the presets on Minimal Audio plugins. It helps you learn what the parameters do. Minimal Audio is selling Ripple Phaser for $29 at an intro price, and it's also included in their subscription plan. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a free trial on their site, so it looks like you get it with their 30-day trial of the subscription service. They really should bring back the trial versions. Next up, if you're into composing music or sound for films, you might want to check out the new plugin from Sound Particles. It's called In Delay and features delay effects using their 3D sound engine. They've come out with plugins before that use this engine and give you a way to mix in a 3D space for Atmos. So your delays can really move in a wide space, even creating full soundscapes. I haven't tried this one yet, but it looks pretty cool. I tried out their 3D spatial synth at NAMM, and it was a lot of fun if you have a spatial speaker setup. All right, what about deals and a freebie this week? Well, you already got a good deal right now from Karanyi on Vapor keys and the free Vapor Dimension plugin. Links to those are below. Also, Arturia is having their summer sale right now, 50% off their software instruments. Great time to buy an individual instrument if you've been waiting on that from Arturia. All right, that's the news, but hey, if you want to see how to turn your laptop's keyboard into a rhythm machine, watch my last video. Keep making the music you love, and I'll see you soon.